Kindly. Thank you for the courtesy. I must apologize for the delay. I was here at 6 o'clock. Fortunately, I was detained by four justices of the Court of Appeals, and puro babae kasi. And they were just talking and talking and talking, and I kept on looking at my watch. I know that I was making other people uncomfortable for waiting. But paglabas ko, when I was about to come here, I was also intercepted by Secretary Dominguez and Transportation Secretary Tugade and the DILG and others to tell me about problems of our country which needed to be decided tonight. So we had to go a little bit of a discussion, and so another delay. And if I talk about delay, I will delay my talk for a delayed almost 2 hours. Science and Technology Secretary Fortunato de la Peña, Secretary Abdul Kahir Alonto, the Mindanao Development Authority, fellow workers in government, other invited guests, mga kababayan. I have a 3-page speech. I would make a choice for you. I talk extemporaneously and maybe it will go an hour, or I read it in about 3 minutes, we're gone. Which do you prefer? Extemporaneous? I tend to talk a lot about things. Of course, by the way, I believe in one supreme God. I never said I do not believe in God. I am not a prognostic and I am not an atheist. I just happen to be a human being believing in that there's a universal mind somewhere which controls the universe. Why is there so many agony and pain and injustice and all? We will never really know until maybe God chooses the time for us to know the answer. Pero ito kasing ibang reliyon, kung talagang tumutulong ka sa tao, bakit humingi ka ng pera sa tao? And if there is any one of you there, the noisy ones, who would say that you have been to heaven, talked to God, saw Him personally, and that He exists, the God that is yours, and if that is true, I will step down the presidency tonight. Basta may magsabi sa inyo na nakita ninyo ang Diyos at may Diyos at kung saan at bumalik kayo dito, nagkwento kayo. Kung nagbubula ka, you know, I said, God is universal mind. And if you think of what ails the world today, kaya sabi ko, kayong mga ugok na kung tumutulong kayo sa tao, bakit kami ang nagbibigay ng pera sa inyo? And maintain the palaces and the luxurious things that the rest of humanity do not have. I'm wondering, kasi 2 minutes extemporaneous, I'll talk about the next hour would be for the technology. this is for your basic catechism. Kasi there's the crazy notion. Makinig nga kayo sa mga putang nagkailit siya. You know, we are told that we are all, at least for the others, Islam does not believe in this. Kung before you can get married and the wife can bear children, you have to go and receive the sacrament of marriage. And when we are born, we are considered to have acquired not age, but we have acquired the original sin. And that because everybody is born with an original sin, you have to be baptized. But when you were in the process of being manufactured, there was already the sacrament of marriage. At bakit ako pinanganak na may original sin? Na wala man akong pakialam sa nanay pati tatay ko noon. Kanila yun eh. Basta ako, pinanganak na lang, may original sin. Kaya pag hindi ka na bindat, barbarian ka. And to think that the original sin was committed by Adam and Eve. You know, God created Adam. And Adam was, but before that, God created the paradise. Obviously, it's the planet Earth because it's the only planet that's inhabited. Then God said, paradise. Napakalungkot. He created Adam, the man. Nandoon na si Adam natutulog. Sabi nitong Diyos ng itong ugok, kawawa naman si Adam. So bigyan natin ng babae si Eve. Doon na nagkalitsi-litsi ang buhay. Kasi ang sabi nila sa catechism, tinawagan ng Diyos nila, tinawagan yung snake. Yung snake naman pumunta doon, and God picked up one golden apple made in China, exported. Sabi niya, you bring this apple to Eve, tempt her to eat it, and thereafter try to tempt also Adam to eat it. Di pumunta ngayong ahas. She maybe keep on rubbing the apple of ecstasy. Kinain ni Eve. Tapos kinain ni Adam. And so malice was born. And they were banished away from paradise for having committed, I do not know. And then, lahat ng generations, pati ngayon, have acquired the original sin. Even if you are just a seminal thing inside the balls of your father. Tapos, pagkasal mo, the holy sacrament of marriage. And yet, when you begin to pump, to produce an heir, not heir na hinga, heir na tao, an heir, pag nabuo, there is the original sin. So where is the logic of God there? You create a perfect thing and you spoil it with a snake and an apple, and you give us the sin that we never even agreed to commit, and that is the original sin. Yan lang naman. Kaya sabi ko, kung dala kayo dito ng only one, kailangan ko isa lang. Sabihin niya, Mayor, utos kasi ng mga ugok dyan sa simbahan na pumunta akong langit, kausapin ko ang Diyos. Meron talaga po. Ito, may picture kami, nagdala ako ng selfie. You do that today, one single witness that there is a guy, a human being, is able to talk and to see God. Of the so many billions na dumaan ito, I just need one. And if there is one, ladies and gentlemen, I will announce my resignation immediately. And para magklaro tayo. So I do not believe in God. Yes, of course, there is God. There are billions and millions and billions and trillions of stars. If there is nobody that has really the technology in his mind, we will just be colliding with each other most of the time, and nothing would be left for humans even to exist. And that is my case, because that is the issue of the day, so that you should know where of your speaker comes from. Now, huwag na natin pag-usapan yung technology. Mas marunong kayo sa akin. You know, ayaw ko ng technology kasi it's a complicated thing. I have a very simple mind. My IQ is just average. Almost average. I am not a brilliant, kagaya nila Dominguez, my classmate since childhood yan. Valedictorian, hanggang nag-graduate kami. Ito si Tugade, sa law school, he was a valedictorian. Tsaka bilyonaryo yan, maniwala kayo. At that time, may pera yan. Gawa kayo maniwala yung corruption, transportation. Tugade can buy them out if he wants to. He has the money. Mayaman talaga yan, noon pa. Estudyante pa kami sa law school, di kotse na yan na maganda. Because bright boy sa Delgado shipping. Then he started his own forwarding. Talagang bright yan. Kaya valedictorian. Si Boy siguro, ikaw Boy, valedictorian ka? Salutatorian. Hindi rin? Ha? Salutatorian ka. Sila lahat halos sa cabinet. Lorenzana was the valedictorian of his class, PMA, I think. Lahat yan sila, puro bright. Ako yung, kasi yung anak kong babae, sabi niya, Pa, Bisaya, ngano mo na si Briones? Hindi man kay Briones yan. Kaya yung father yun sa Lasal, yun man ang, so, bakit yan si Briones, inat-inat man niya yung number of years namin, bakit hindi kagaya sa inyo? Bakit ngayon mag-12 years kami? Kakahaba mo masyado yan. Sabihin mo sa ina siya nga, ibalik dito sa original, mas gwapo to. And ako, nak, madali mo lang yan. Ang problema, paano ko harapin si Brunes? Baka isampal niya yung record ko. Kasi ako ang original na K-12. Diyan nga na pattern niyan eh. It took me 7 years to finish high school. Yan sila Dominguez, yung iba, abogado na. Ako putang ina. Sige man ako kabagsak kasi kaya kung magsabi nga maglayas tayo, punta tayo ng Bicol. Sige, layas. Punta tayong Zamboanga. Sige. Kaya putol-putol, installment yung high school ko. Alam mo kung saan ako nag-graduate? Doon sa Digos. Munisipyo pa yan noon. Municipality of Digos. It was run by the Brothers of the Sacred Heart. Mga Canadians from Quebec. From Ateneo doon ako. Kaya, I'm saying na I would not dwell on itong arithmetic, technology, mathematics. Arithmetic pa rin. Kasi sabi ko, alam mo itong tao, ugok talaga. Science, technology, it's innovation. You innovate now or you perish. That's not invention actually. It's called, the proper term now is innovation. If we do not innovate in our lives, in all forms, we would have a hard time. This next generation. Total simple lang naman ang atin. We do not go for complicated things. For example, like military hardware. We are not a powerful country. We are not ready to go to war. But for the things that can help our people day to day, make lives more comfortable for them. Yan lang itong nagawa natin to help the export. So, dadaan sila ng because stricto ngayon ang then we have opened the market. Yung sa Russia tayo. We could have done more, but for the reason that it was the day that the Marawi siege broke out. We were lined up so many things with them. We intended to open the market because masyadong masikip na dito. And at that time, China was really making it hard for us to export anything. Tapos may mga nagagay-lagay pa doon yung mga karayom. Karayom ba yan sa Tagalog? O yung mga binagin yung products natin, there was sabotage. But we are not ready to blame anybody. So yung export natin talagang humina. So I had to go there. I had to talk. So I said, we want a new kind of relationship. And we did. No, baski ano, China now is telling us, send us all. Lahat ng ma-export ninyo, sige, padala ninyo sa amin. That is how dramatically our relationship with China has improved. And of course, yung Binondo, yung bridge na ibigay nila, it's in my schedule for the week. I forgot what day it is. We will break the grounds. Mag-donate sila ng 2 tulay. So, 2, medyo it would make mobility easier. Alam mo, kung sabi ko sa inyo, bakit kalimutan na muna ninyo yung technology? Kasi hindi ko talaga malaman yung mahilo ako. Kasi ang mga gago in the past, itong arithmetic pati alphabet, pinagsabay. Cosine minus 2b equals. Oh, I do have to. Bakit ba? Yung arithmetic, 1, 2, 3, 4, yung ABC, ilain mo. Huwag mo pagsaguli niya. That is where the problem comes from. You mix it up. x minus y equals 2 square na mo. Sa gulo ni mong number ugmat, nagkalitsi-litsi ka talaga. At least sa square. Well, I was pretty good in physics actually, pig geometry. Oh, but pakpakwa pa gani. Kasi pagdating dyan sa, well, hindi na kailangan. I'm saying, ayun ko boy, but you know, well, of course, trigo helps you analyze. Okay pa. Algebra, pero yung mga calculus, gano'n. Ikaw, nagamit mo ba yan? Wala talaga. Anak ng puta. Man, I took a flying. May computation sa gasolina, 330, 90 degrees. Hindi mo kailangan mag-calculate ka doon sa bangga ka sa bukid. No? Hindi mo kailangan talaga. Totoo lang. Kagaya ng Spanish. Sus Mario Joseph. Ang nalaman ko lang sa Spanish, kisihuda. Kaya, kung may taga-Ateneo dito, kabats ko, puro bata pa kayo. Ilang beses talaga nahuli mangupya dyan sa Espanyol na yan. Kaya galit ako sa Espanyol. Umalis na dito, nag-iwan pa ng salita na ano yung totoo. Na, Sus Mario Joseph. I go now to the real meat of the matter. Unless we can really cut down on graft and corruption, this country will never progress within the next 30 years. If you are trying to catch up with Malaysia or Singapore, give or take about 70 years. The topography, the lahat, the geopolitics, just the window in the Pacific. Life really is tailored, fit for a hard struggle sa atin. And unless we improve on the technology to help our people and cut down, baski saan dito, that's why I'm ready now to make a policy statement. Wala akong nakitang putang inang daan dito sa Pilipinas na natapos on time na hindi pudos ng graft and corruption. Kisihud na ang every program of the government ends up in an investigation. Kita mo yung health, beautiful in design. Pagdating doon sa place, ano ba itong Pilipinas? Gustong patayin itong mga to. I've fired so many. Marami akong sayop, Bisaya, palpak. Since marami yan. Forts, plenty. Pero sabihin ko sa inyo, money, never an issue. Kasi nasabi ko, I'm exacting now something of like this. Yang project mo, pagka pumalpak, I will hold the secretary responsible. Pag may highway dyan na palpak, the city engineer at itong project engineer or whatever, if there is delay, or slippage they call it, and it is about 20%, 30%, you're out. I will cancel the contract. At lahat gusto ko Swiss challenge na lang. Swiss challenge, you produce the bridge and I will pay you. If you do not produce it in accordance with the specs, my specifications, I will not pay you. Kasi lahat ng highway acquisition of easements to widen the shoulders of the road or to make it a 4-lane ends up in corruption. Lahat na bagay, kung magtingin ako sa TV, kung lahat itong walang mangyari, sabi ko, if we do not cut on corruption, we will never improve. Ako, gusto ko, but somehow sa baba, meron talaga yung kalukuhan. How to control until the money is spent almost sa proyekto. At saka itong, well, it helps but it does not. At the end of the day, yung lowest bid is a very disaster theory of government. 100 million. Itong mga puta na walang kapital, walang tao, lahat, laway lang. Sabi niya, bagsak, ilan? O sige, 80 ako dito. So lowest bid, you build this infrastructure. It costs only government 80, 70. Pag nanalo na yan siya, ibigay niya doon sa gobernador, ibigay niya doon sa mayor, ibigay niya doon sa presidente, yung mga tao na pagkatapos ilang naiwan sa pera. So from 100 million, maging 60 na lang yan. So pagtrabaho niya, wala siyang material, ang credit extensions niya, wala. Ang credit line, walang tao nagatrabaho. So I would like to call the attention of the secretaries, especially Secretary Villar, that if there is any slippage of any work of any kind by the national government, if you delay or if I see tomorrow, beginning tomorrow, and you're all invited to see me in Malacanang, if it's an issue of graft and corruption, sinabi ko. Kaya yung sa frigate ng kalukuhan doon sa Senate, pang ano lang yan ni Trillanes, wala talaga siyang nakuha. Naging popular tuloy si Bongo. Senator Go, where are you? God damn it. Wala mo yung kasalanan. Tingnan mo. Pinatestify sa korte. Wala, tapos na yun eh. Deliver. O ngayon, akala siguro nila na pareho sa kanila ang orientation, pera. Sabi ko, ngayon, tinawag na sa Congress, binuko sila lahat. He was able to answer point by point. Naging gago sila. So, sino ang tinamaan? Ang military. Ngayon, ito ngayon, lahat ng tao, hinanap na President, Senator Go. If you forget him, just remember, stop. Stop, go. But actually, this guy, he only happens to be ang tatay niya. Pero ito siya is a member of a very big Batanggenyo clan. Tesoro. Tesoro yan. But Chinese lang because the father is Go. Pero he belongs to, they own the largest printing press outside of Manila. Doon sa Davao. Mga pioneer sa Davao, mga Batanggenyo. Pero yung mga Batangas, hindi Chinese yung binubuto ninyo, ha? Batanggenyo yan. Ang corruption, ang naiinis ako, kasi yung dinadaanan araw-araw ng tao, hindi inaayos. Marami lang nahuhulog dyan, marami na lang namatay. It's almost a nonchalant. So, make it a criminal issue. pag nahulog ka dyan, nabunggo ka, unlighted, uncovered, gano'n, you sue the government. Pagka sigurado manalo kayo dyan, sue the government and I will sue the supervisor and maybe ask the secretary. Kindly explain to me bakit ganito ang sitwasyon ng Pilipinas. Of course, there are a lot of, but yung corruption doon sa health, bakuna na lang, matay pa yung bata. I do not really know whose fault it is. I am not, I said, I'm not a technical or a medical student. Pero walang tama ginawa. Alam mo, sa totoo lang, I don't know, I'm almost tempted. Ako siguro pagkatapos ko na lang, bahala ng somebody has to. Sabi nila gusto kong mapresidente. Itong mga opposition, mga gaga. They are so engrossed na every time they look at the proposal sa Constitution, Duterte will make it longer for him to stay in power. Tonight, nandyan naman ang lahat. I will make a proposal. The Constitution now being crafted by, it's being reviewed by Congress, but the Constitutional Convention Committee of Justice Puno can make this correction, and I suggest, and I would like Congress to approve it. Make my term coterminous with the beginning of the draft Constitution. Make me stop being president during the transition. In other words, elect a president before you make the transition from unitary to federal. I would be willing to accept the proposal. Galing na sa akin yan. So I urge Congress, ang kay Puno ngayon, committee, to make the final changes. Make me president only next year, 2019, and I will accept it. If that will satisfy ladies, Robredo, gusto mo, ikaw na. Depende. You can have it. You can have it if you want to. Yan ang sagot ko sa iyo. Senate, nandiyan ka man sa Senate, convince your colleagues and to the House of Representatives. Yung opposition, sabi niyo gusto akong beyond 2022. Of course not. Sorry to disappoint you. Excuse me. Hindi ako ganun. Trabahoin ninyo. Make the changes now. Make me resign or ask me to step down by a constitutional fear that there will be an election before we proceed with the adoption of the Constitution. But hanggang yan, gusto ko na ipasok ko talaga itong changes. I have done so many changes in our government. But corruption remains to be a problem. And if there are so many wise girls there, women, and itong mga opposition na mag-rally, of course, you can go to rallies. Air your grievance, that is a constitutional guarantee. Seek redress, shout on the streets. Gusto ko nga magpista kayong lahat. I will declare the next 2 days as vacation time so that all the people can go there during the SONA address at mag-demonstrate kayo doon. And I will tell the military and the police, exercise the maximum tolerance. Umatras kayo ng umatras. Huwag ninyo silang salubungin. Paatras kayo ng paatras. Pag wala na kayong atrasan, sige, abante na naman kayo. Pag naipit na kayo, because your back is on the wall, you are boxed in a corner, maybe you should also try to advance a little. But as much as possible, I do not want to say any rifle, anything there except your baton and your shield. And you have to sacrifice, duraan ka dyan, pati yung mga foreigners, sumasabi ng mura sa inyo. Hayaan mo sila. But I'm not asking you to die. Just retreat and retreat and retreat. Hanggang mahulog kayo sa Pasig River. Umakyat kayo uli at kayo na naman. Kami naman, ha? Ganoon lang yan. But do not be afraid. Yung anti-Duterte, lahat ng pare, bishop, lahat kayo, sige. Kaya ko kopya sa... Alam mo itong kasing Katoliko. Every time may matay na pare, yung dalawa. May manamatay na pare, confidential, pero kung sekretuhin ako, bigyan kita. Father Mark Anthony Ventura was a very kind person, accommodating, independent, and a strong character. He was a heavy drinker of beer and alleged to be a womanizer. Information obtained that he had a child with still unidentified woman in Cagayan. First motive, speculation to, political, love triangle. Daughter of blah blah blah, paramour of Major PA, paramour of ex-mayor blank, nandiyan yung pangalan, paramour of unidentified NBI agent, blank, wife of OFW, estranged relationship with her husband, high school classmate of Father Mark, intimate text of Father Mark. Ang problema, nakuha namin ang text. So, nababasa namin yung dirty talk nila. Alleged to be involved with Father personal life, both persons very close to each other. Besides, Miss is known to be a playgirl and she has many paramours. In a relationship, ito yung OFW. Ito po, gaganda eh. Puta, believe ako. Ito lang. Kaya kung ito gusto ko, ito ang gusto ko mabarkada. Namatay lang ang buwang eh. Baka pwede exchange. In a relationship with Father because of the recovered cellular phone of the victim, which contain intimate exchanges of messages. Ba Putay na naisahan ako dito. Wife of rich trader. Patay ka talaga. Alleged link to father because of a certain text message from informant that he, father, had a relationship with the wife of trader. Ito, Secretary Treasurer of San Simbahan. She is currently pregnant. Her husband is school teacher in charge of the money she collected from benefactors. She is very close to the late priest. Wife of personnel, big-time trader, dalawang gasoline station. Her religion is, ayaw kong sabihin, big-time donor of rank. After a thorough intelligence gathering, this woman is out of the issue of possible woman of father. She's just a big-time benefactor. Mataba naman, no? Paano yan? Ito, widow, townmate of father, ingat, with living in, usually hits ride with Father Mark every time the victim goes to Davao. Alleged paramour of blank dismissed PNP member. Alleged to be linked, ito. As if friend saying, it's riding with him back to Jing is reportedly a playgirl. May isa pa. Dalawa. No picture of them. Wife of Vice Mayor. Businesswoman, classmate, elementary school. Revive acquaintance training was assigned as rector of. Alleged to be linked because they both close about each other. A Facebook comment from certain which states that came na makakotasawani. Yung marunong Tagalog, malaman nito. Di sinasampatat. Putang ina, kataas nitong word na ito. Sana siya patay as riding in tandem. Last with no picture. Daughter of rich businessman. Wife of a police. Info obtained from Barrio Kagawad in that she was with father in 2015 at said barangay and slept the rat. Second motive, political. Information obtained that during the 2016 national and local elections, Father Mark Ventura has discreetly campaigned for Congressman Blanc against former Blanc. Gathered reveals that the politician even fired his rifles after he lost the election. Another informant from the source said this 2018 barangay, he was actively campaigning for barangay. Third motive, Father Mark Ventura was very close to Father Paul Bersamin, who is reportedly married to a CPP NPA lead member. Likewise, the CCP-NPA openly condemned the killing of the priest. Fourth, advocacy. Father Ventura was a strong advocate of environmental protection, fought for the stoppage of black sand mining, which eventually ceased operation in 2015. He also advocated the clean and honest election, initiated some peace covenants with the So yun ang parang strongest is actually babae. Analysis. There's a big possibility that the first motive, the love triangle, is the main reason why Father Mark Anthony Ventura was liquidated by still unidentified person, because of so many women who were believed to be linked to him. These women are wives and daughters and paramours of big-time businessmen, politicians, and even members of the who have the capability to top service of highly organized. However, the possibility of political motive could not be discounted, as the losing candidate in the last election also capable of employing organized. The CPP-NPA motive is perceived to be out of the disputed issue, as even the ranks openly condemned the gruesome death of Father Ventura. Similarly, the fourth motive is already ruled out, when the black sand mining was fully stopped in the region, since its all-out campaign of the government to fight the illegal advocacy. That finally brought to the closure. Furthermore, the advocacy of Father Ventura was a clean and honest election is acceptable to all candidates parties. And it is also a government-initiated campaign dubbed as so honest, orderly. Pero itong isa, itong usa, Bisaya ako. Report of the killing of Geraldine Rapinan. Sir, per PIC Domingo Admo PRO5 regarding the killing of victim's name, Geraldine Rapinan, 28 years old, address San Jose Baao, Camarines Sur. Cadaver found at San Pedro, Camarines Sur, Barangay Binavista at about 6 a.m. 15 June 2018. Cadaver was claimed by relatives of June 16. A special investigation team was created led by DPDO with CIDG, Criminal Investigation, and Crime Lab. CCTV footage under review by IT. Regular case conference is being conducted. Surveillance team tracking now the person of interest. Other details po, sir. Re-affidavit of the cousin of the victim as per COK, Chief of Police. Victim informed her cousin that she will meet the person who will shoulder the expenses of the christening of her child. According to the cousin, referring to the person of interest, Father Paul Martirao, secretly claimed by the victim as the father of the victim's child. Jealousy that the victim's previous boyfriend causes frequent quarrel between the victim and the person of interest. So, labas na natin lahat. Natin tagu-taguin. Then I will name also the priest na yung may mga asawa at saan sila nakatira. Of course, I use government because they are reported to be in cabal. Sabi nga noon daw, mag-oust Duterte. Sabi naman, season, I will not last 3 years. Kaya sabi ko kay season ngayon, ayaw ko na makipag-usap sa inyo. Kasi sabi ninyo, 3 years na lang pala ako dito. So wala na akong time makipag-usap sa inyo. Bahala na kayo dyan. Ano naman niya? Duterte will not last until 3 years. Then fine. If that is my destiny, I will accept it. There's no problem with it. Destiny is God. That is what God wants me to be. a civilian after 3 years. According to Season, the clairvoyant of the Communist Party of the Philippines. Kung Season na ito, fighting 50 years, we're about to begin the beginning of another 50 years. Tapos hanggang ngayon, hindi nga niya makakuha isang barangay. Mayabang daw ako. Bakit hindi ka mayabang? I have to protect the, there are things. In the talks previously, wala akong pinirmahan na dokumento ever since. Previous president signed, I did not. Until now. Why? Because kung suma total, it would end up medyo paragraph, separate documents for this president, another agreement, JASIC for the next president, Ramos, si Gloria pati si Aquino. Abogado ako, binabasa ko dahan-dahan yan. Pag suma total mo yan, if there figures, estimate mo, it would end up power sharing and coalition government. Cannot give it to you. Wala. Let's go to war. Let us all go to war. Cannot give it to him. Kasi pinag-aralan ko yan, yung lahat na previous agreement. Inaisa ko talagang inintindi. What are the implications? Where does this thing, where is the direction? Ang direksyon ito, ito muna, economic enterprises, they have a say there. Tapos, isa-isahin mo, isang mo total mo, putang ina. Power sharing, pati coalition government ang labas. If you, dandahan nila eh. And they said, now we are declaring a ceasefire. The ceasefire because they met in Bicol, nalaman namin. They had a plenum. So kasi ceasefire, no movement, wala namang pakialam. But they gathered in plenum is a convention. Then they had another one in Bukidnon. Sabi ko, pagka ganun. And sabi nila, instead of fighting, they'll just use their energies to oust Duterte. Okay lang. Kung yun mang ginusto ng tao. I am ready to be ousted. Pero fight muna tayo. Kasi, boy, magkampanya sa akin. Naglinis na yan ng baril. Yung dibomba niya, sabi ko, palitan mo yan. Hindi na uso yan. I said, I have so many things to fight. I'm fighting an ISIS. I am not the enemy of the Moro. I am a Moro. I cannot kill a Moro. I cannot fight a Moro. I could only talk to a Moro about peace. Ang problema ko dyan sa ibang faction dyan sa revolusyon ng Moro, the insurgency of the Moro people, pinasok ng ISIS. Yun ang problema doon. And the ISIS is an ideology that is really one of destruction and killing. And even, look what happened in the Middle East. They are all Arabs. They are all Muslims. Bata, babae, lahat. Walang patawad. And they have destroyed the city. So I'm facing in front of a revolution, insurgency of the Moro people. I do not want them, that issue, to mix with ISIS. Iba yung ibahin mong ISIS, iba yan. If they mix with the Moro, that's not the concern of the Moro people. So ibahin mo yan. So I have a insurgency front of the Moro people. I have a ISIS terror group. Then I am fighting the NPAs, another front, and the drug war. Ano bang gawin ko? Ano bang gusto? Human rights. Nila, Duterte killed 7,000. Yun lang ibandira na, 7,000. Hindi mo sinabi kung sino ang pinatay ko. Basta 7,000. Hindi naman nila tignan doon sa ilalim, bakit namatay yung 7,000? Sino yan? O yan ang problema. Halos kriminal lahat yan. Lumalaban yan, bakit hindi? Marami na akong police pati military na namatay. Almost about to date, I have lost a policeman or a military, mga 700 na. Every day, at even tonight, there will be a policeman. I am losing 2-3 policemen a day. Sigurado ako may oras na ito, mayroon namatay. Tapos sabi ang gina-account nila, yung civilian lang against the government. But how about my policemen? They are also being killed. Lumalaban eh. Ayaw maniwala. Kasi ito, kaya minumura ko putang inang Europe na yan, European. Because they think that we are fighting saints, or that the rights of this criminal to them is more important to the rights of the innocent people. Pita mo, pag nakadruga, paakyat ng bahay, rape yung nanay, nabulag, rape yung daughter, yung bata ng 14 years old na babae, tapos yung 1 year old, pinakialaman pa, in-ice-pick pa sa puso. Bakit kita buhayin? Putang ina mo. Ang isang babae, rainfall, hindi naman masyado mayaman kung makatok, di ba? Ibang employee. Sige siya katok, hindi naman marinig. There was a heavy downpour. So nobody could hear the knocking. Maya tinabihan na siya ang dalawang lalaki. She was brought to the next lot there. And she was burned. And she was... Tapos itong mga durugista mapatay mo, maraming ingay itong mga human rights. Pati mga pare. Whose life, by the way, is cheap. Para sa inyo. Ayaw ninyong maglibing ng Sabado. Magalit kayo, baski baho na yung patay, ayaw ninyo. Walang libing ng, tingnan niya, mamatay kayo ng Sabado. Hindi kayo ilibing. Mag-iyak-iyak, Mayor, mabaho na yung patay namin. Rodrigo, ilibing na natin, wala mang pare, ayaw. Putang ina yung pare. So maghanap ako, kunwari, sabihin ko yung polis, maghanap ka ba si sino dyan, sabihin mo, pastor yan. Kaya bindita-bindata mo, kunwari, totoo lang. Alam mo kasi ang simbahan, when you die, your carcass. Wala lang. Pabinyag, baski walang kasalanan, original sin, bayad ka. Pakasal ka, ang produkto mo, bindita, gasto. Pag namatay ka, gasto. Klaseng simbahan yan. Ulay pahuway gasto. Walang pahinga. Kagaganda ng simbahan, mga palasyo. Ano ang simbahan? Pwede mo tayong kaya magtindig kayo, kaya magdasal na tayo. Ano ba? Shall we pray? Goal is go to Allah. Ako, I only one God. Tapos galit pa, sinabi ko yung Last Supper. San Pablo, San Isidro, Putang ina, sino yung mga yan? May nakakilala ba yan? Tapos mag-ihaw ng baboy lahat, pagpista ni San Isidro. Magludluhod ako doon. Hindi ko nga alam kung sino itong putang inan to. Kung ilang asawa nito, ilang galon at tuba ang maubos ito gabi-gabi. Tang inang simbahan na. Why? Nasabi ko, pag labas ko sa eskola na ako, I was no longer bless me, Father, for I have sinned. Tapos hinihipo ka naman. Lahat kami. Lahat kami. The 2 years ahead, 2 years below. Tignan mo dyan. Ulit. Father, Harry Falvey. Diyan sa ano niya? Harry Falvey. He was charged pedophilia. They lost the case and the parish had to pay 25 million. Parish priest siya sa LA. Tignan mo yung ano niya, ang biodata niya, kita mo Davao assignment. Sa bagay kami, was bless me, Father, for I have sinned. Oh, what's your sin, my son? Sino hipo? Buta magkabuang ka ay what? I went to the window of the what? I went to the window of the neighbor to why? Because there is a woman very beautiful. That is bad. 25 our fathers. So that's my story. That is your technology for the evening. There would have been no need for me to dwell really lengthily on. Wala mo naintindihan dyan. Basta kita mo lang racket. Inyo na, iba yung negosyo ko. I deal with what ails our country and what I can do to my. I am just a government worker. That is why when they address me, they say, Mayor, President, Mayor Rodrigo Duterte. I do not want myself called President. Nakukurnihan ako. Mayor because I was 23 years mayor of my city. So madali ako. Mayor, okay lang. It's nice to you. Pwede ako nagpapa-address ng presidente. Address mo presidente, hindi kita Mr. President, gano'n, hindi kita pansinin. Totoo. Tapos magsabi ng kasunod ko, tawagin mo lang mayor. Magsabi, mayor, ha? So, president ko, itlog mo. Hala. Ay, hindi ako tatal na papatawag ng... tapos, hindi daw ako statesman na presidente kasi yung barong, yung phone ko, dalawa bang kami ni Ramos, kay Ramos kung ito nakuha. Tsaka, ladies and gentlemen, we have to go. But let me just state it very clearly to you, here and now. I never aspired to be a statesman. Ang pagkaalam ko, pag-file ko ng certificate ko, nagkamali yung form, ang mayor ang nagamit. But I remember that I wanted to be a candidate for the presidency. Wala akong sinabing statesman. Wala mang subject na statesman. Paano ako maging statesman? Hindi daw ako dapat mamutang ina. Patakas mo, magalit ka, hindi ka just because maraming tao, hanggang puputo ka. That's freedom of expression. The thing that really bugs everybody is, including me, I never shifted from being a mayor to a president. Yan ang problema ko. Kung baski sino ang crowd ko, if I feel like just, being, at saka ayaw ko yung mag-arte. Basa-basa ng, basahin natin ito. Kaawa naman yung gumawa nito nandiyan, no? Baka magalit. Ginawa kaya ito si kaninang daling araw siguro. Para mapagbigyan naman natin. So, na tayo. In this administration's priority to provide a comfortable and secure life for the Filipino, rest assured that you have my full support in empowering individuals and bringing our country towards greater heights. I trust that you will be with me as we work together in establishing a brighter and better future for all. Maraming salamat. This I can assure you. If it's a matter of graft and corruption, ma-military, ma-police, ma-cabinet member, baske yung president. I even fired the budget, yung undersecretary ng budget ko, sinipa ko pa sa mukha. Basta you have an access to me. 24 hours. Kunin mo lang yung number ko kay mo. If it is something that bugs you because it involves graft and corruption, or government is not doing what it's supposed to do, just bring it to my attention, and I will act on it immediately. Lalo na corruption. So yung roads ninyo na hindi natapos ng isang taon na, abangan mo lang yung contractor. Siyempre magpunta man yan paminsan-minsan. Marami man yan tubo dyan sa, kuha ka na isa, ihampas mo sa ulo. Tapos ilibing mo doon sa, tapos sabihin mo lang, Mayor May, na nabunalan ako doon na ano. Kung ang bahala. Pasiminto na lang agad natin. Tangin ang mga yan, gago kayo. Alam mo kasi ang problema niya, yung ulang mga pera, laway lang eh. Laway, ang bribery. Is the laway, di matapos, sige, lowest bid. Sige, bigyan kita. Kaya ang deterioration, purito na puputol. Tignan mo doon sa maglanding ako. Sabi ko, maglanding tayo sa Sir, maiksi ang airport doon. Pagbalik ko, sabihin ko, tignan mo yung record sa airport completed. May terminal pa. Saan ang terminal dito? Wala, sir, yung sako dyan na simento. Wala, nigahi na lang. This has to stop. All of these things has to stop. Extortion. Kaya kayo, pag hiningaan kayo, huwag kayong magbayad. Putang ina, sampalin mo. Totoo. I will defend you. Tawagin ba na dito ako sa istasyon kasi sinampal ko itong register of deeds dito na gumingi. Just like the Americans, you have to be assertive. Amerikano kasi, one thing good about them is they're assertive, di ba? Sabi mo, bakit ako magbayad sa'yo, putang ina ka? Trabahante ka lang ng gobyerno, letse ka. Kanunin mo, di mag-awa yan. Magdating ako, tapos sabi ko, anong nangyari dito? Hingian ako. Sige. Kasi kung hindi kayo magtulong, walang magawa. Para akong inutil. Kaya sabi ko, putang na, mag-resign na lang ako. Kung wala ako magawa sa bayan ko, ganito, sigilan, daldal, anong silbi ko? O look at Davao. Kasi napunta mo kayo na Davao. May ni-rape doon last week. O di patay na rin ang nag-rape. O di ba yung ni-rape doon na na-publish na yung nag-rape doon patay na. Di kita mo, behave ang taga Davao. Rape ka dyan. Kaya nga sabi ko, hindi ako sabi na pinapatay ko yung sama. Sinasabi ko lang, ang taga Davao, nasanayan sila. Pag sinabi ko talaga na, itong mga taga Manila, ulol, akala nila nagbibiro ako, sinabi ko, tangina, hiritan kita. Akala nila nagbibiro ako. Mamakak lang ako yung sa babae lang kay sabi, mahal mo ba ako? Siyempre, alin mo hindi. Mahal kita. Huwag ka magsigitawag sa bahay, ha? Kaya mabuko tayo. Yan, ano lang yan. Yan man ayaw na babae sa akin. Kasi na yung misogynist, biro daw ako ng babae. Totoo ba talaga? Kaya nito ni Ventura, ilan yung kanya? Sige. Ako, ilan? 4. 3 na lang. Hindi mo. Kasi hiwalayan ako nung isa. Sawa ko. Si Elizabeth. Si Hanelet. Sawa ko rin. Si ano? Pero yung binabalita nila, yung naging secret, hindi, kaibigan ko lang yan. Huwag kayo maniwala doon. Masama kaya pakinggan yan ng ano. Appointing somebody na hindi yun. Huwag kayo maniwala doon. Iba yung akin, pero pag nakita ninyo ito, so believe talaga sa akin. Tignan.